over 1/3 of all entrepreneurs burned out in the year 2025. And in some areas, it is around about 50% of the whole entrepreneur population. And in general, work gets more stressful and people suffer mental illnesses. Around about 90% of all entrepreneurs suffer some mental illness. And it is not only an illness that is causing huge pain for the entrepreneurs. No, it is something that is literally killing your business and it's literally killing your money, and it is preventable because there are 2/3 of entrepreneurs who don't have burnout. And whenever there is the other side, there is light in the area. So if you feel burnout, if you have a huge stress, if you have some mental disorder, and to be honest, everyone has some sort of trauma and all of that because yeah, that's just the course of life, and I think that is not that valuable, but it shows significance of this change that we need to go, and the change is that we need to take care of ourselves to grow in business. And right in front of me, I have again 5 steps, as always, that will help you to lower your burnout rate, to understand your burnout, and in the end, to, maybe make you more healthy throughout the day. And step number one is don't blindly fall for health tricks. Don't blindly make yourself healthy. With all in life, you need to have something, you have to have a goal. That is literally the thing you need to have. In your business, you, for example, I don't know, you work as a medical advisor, you have your patients, and the goal is to make them healthy, or you work in a certain area of, I don't know, consulting, and you have to take care of some sales operations, and your goal is to hire or to yeah, to hire some sales conversion rate. Okay, that is the goal, and you do now everything according to the goal. The problem now is when people say they want to be healthy, the goal is too generic. You know, health is a whole big area, a whole big industry, a whole big, a big bubble. That is, for example, the goal with I want to earn money. I mean, yeah, that is a goal for you, but how do you get the goal? Why do you want to have the goal? Where does the money come from? And then, you sort of get this real goal that is actually grabbable. Because there are a lot of people who want to get money, want to be healthy, but the problem is this goal has no direction and has no clear vehicle to, get you to the goal. And therefore, we need to define our health goal as clear as our business goal and as clear as our relationship goal. You know, as clear as every single thing we want to achieve in our life. Okay? When you are in your company, you can't just say, yeah, just build the. For example, you work in a Lego company, and then you say, yeah, just um, design team, design me a house, and you want to have, a Harry Potter because you have a co-op, a Harry Potter style Hogwarts house, and you have a whole construction you had, and you just say, yeah, build me the castle. That's not how it works, You need to be as precise as possible, because only when you, understand what you really want, you can go this way. Because for health, there are a million ways to go. Because for, business, there are a million ways to earn money. In your life, with your love, there are a million, people you can marry, you can, engage with. It is all too broad. And when you feel burnout, most of the time it's because you lack precision and you don't actually clarify your goal. So, for example, in your business now, clarify what you want to do. What do you want to do today? What is on the agenda for today? Do you, have 3 sales calls, do some outreach, record some videos, do some consulting work, then list it up and do it. And the same is with your health. You just don't, you don't go on YouTube and watch some video like this here, and then you do all the stuff that, the guru told you, and you watch some shorts, and you buy the supplements they told you, and then you think it's going to work. No, that's not going to happen. Health is a whole big construct, and it's you know it is easy to master your baseline to be healthy, but to actually be healthy for a high performance level, because we need to have more energy, more clarity, more focus, better health, better vitality than ever, than everyone. Then you need to be as precise as possible about your health goals. By the way, this channel is all about health, precision for entrepreneurs and high performers. So maybe this here is the first step, to be precise, to go the path, the real path. That was point number one. Be precise with your goals. So when you want to be healthy now look at your, that is step number two yet now. When you now want to be healthy, then say, what area do I want to be healthy? What issues do I have in my health? Do I feel tired all day long? Do I feel sore all day long? Do I feel lazy all day long? I don't know. After 3 hours, am I unable to go out of the bed immediately? Do I have no libido? Do I have acne? Do I, have need to, I don't know, whatever. Do you have heart disorder? Something like that. And then target this specific thing. That is step number two. Target your bad point. And step number three is then operate. Research. Look. Get some trusted sources. And please, for the love of God, the only trusted source you should use is studies and real data, because we work in the health industry, okay? That it lives from data, from real approaching data, because studies and science actually give you a big picture of the huge reality and help you with effectiveness of some, substance and resources and all of that. Or you get, filtered resource like this channel, which read the studies, go through the protocols, we've experienced them, and then tell you the filtered things clearly and authentically, without you having to do the study search. But there's only this one source, or these two. Either go the way, research the problems, type in Google Chrome, I have this problem, or talk to ChatGPT and do that. By the way, AI is really good health advisors. There are a variety of studies that medical advice from ChatGPT has higher precision than medical advice from certain doctors, but that's a whole different video topic. I will make a whole video about that. And that is step number three. Be precise and have the right data. And your data should be wonder, your data should be only through science, not natural healing and all of that stuff. Don't trust it. It is all voodoo, and these people are actually, not that smart. Sorry. And we have step number four. Now you have, you know what you want. You have the precise goal. You identified. You have your pain. Then go or read something, and you want, or you now know where to operate and how to operate, and what you now do is to act according to this. You try out, and you now plan and list, and in the best case, you have someone by your side, like a medical advisor or coach or someone like that, who helps you to handle with these problems, and helps you to deal with these issues you have right now. So, for example, you now have a problem, I don't know, you can't sleep longer than 5 hours. You wake up and you feel dizzy and then sore, but you feel stressed at the same time. And now you have you watch all the videos and you research, but you feel like you have no time to sleep longer or to do all of that stuff because your business needs to run. Then have someone as a third party who takes care of this, because if you have the money as a business owner, you have the money for your health. The health should be your number one priority in your life, because when you're not healthy, your business is not healthy and your relationships are not healthy. Because when you're healthy, your health status reflects on your whole life. It totally makes sense, right? When you feel bad, then you are always reacting bad to other people, and other people are in your business and in your private life, and then they kind of react bad too, and everything is this down spiral. So health should be the number one priority. So get someone, get someone who you trust, or talk to a friend who you trust, who has some experience in this area. Talk to someone and get some help. For example, I started a company, Health Lab, and relaunched it actually this month. Um, and I want to help entrepreneurs like you to get healthy and to do that while they are working. That's the only way how you can get healthy when you really want it. And it's the fastest way to, have this personalized one-on-one approach. Someone who, just gives you the plans personalized based on your personalized, issues, struggles, and knows exactly what they do because they did it with hundreds of people. That's basically someone, like me, for example. But that no ad. Or short pitch by side. Anyways. And step number 5 is don't care. It might sound hard, but don't care about your life at all. I know everything in your life is so brutal and so serious, and you are a serious businessman and serious man for your wife, or a serious wife for your man. Sorry for the female viewership. And yeah, don't care. In the end, we all die, and in the end, 3 generations after us, no one will remember our name. Even Jeff Bezos will not be remembered after 3 generations. Only Amazon will be remembered. So the only thing that can be remembered is the things we do. It is never that deep, and studies actually show that 90% of the stress is self-inflicted. So whenever you have stress or are about to burn out, then think about why you do this, and go outside of yourself and have this third person perspective. And now that sounds now voodoo, but I, for example, I had this times two. I was nearly to I was close to psychiatry. I was close to psychotic reactions. I literally shut down myself for 2 years in my dark room without any social interactions. And I had no one besides my girlfriend and my family. And what I literally did was, I worked and I worked and I took everything so seriously. And one day my girlfriend said something to me that, why 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 do you take all of your life so serious? And she said it not once. She said it for months. And one day it made click, and I realized, really, what what will what will change if I, for example, take one day off? Maybe I will miss one potential client. Maybe I will miss 8K money. Maybe. And then the next day you can do this too. And what is the money actually? You can buy something. And what after you buy the things, then you have it, then your brain gets used to it, and it's normal for you. Maybe you have a car. The first month you bought it, it felt amazing. Now you get used to it, even though it is 500K. It is all so unnecessary. It is also stupid. I think most entrepreneurs have this high risk, and they have this. They need to change their life, and in order to be in, there are someone who they aren't. If that makes sense. For example, in my beginning stage, I want to be an entrepreneur. Now I am, but I was not. I was just a school kid. I finished my high school. I had normal friend group. I lived at my parents' home. I had a teenage girlfriend, and it was all this teenage. But I want to be the serious entrepreneur, and I had to change. And my social, and you are like, you don't know if it works or not, and then you have this anxiety in your deepest inner self. But and then additionally, all your friend groups and all of these people tell you that it doesn't work as well, and then you have to go through it. Of course, that is pain. Of course, that is anxiety. Of course, that is stress. That is not a self-inflicted stress. Okay, might be in some area, but this is not, the change is not self-inflicted stress. But now, once you're an entrepreneur and you have this big vision and all of that stuff, it doesn't matter if you do today or tomorrow. Of course, you need to execute fast. You need to do all of the things fast. But let me tell you something. The day I stopped taking life so serious was the day I worked harder than ever before. Because now I take no time worrying and thinking about what I do and why I do it and when I do it. I know what I want to do and I do it. You know, I don't think about it and I don't stress myself out about it and I don't have distractions about it. And it's quite awesome. So if you feel stressed, then I want to tell you you are not alone. A lot of entrepreneurs feel the same way, and therefore I start my company to help a lot of people because I need to do it on you know on my own. But I nearly went in the psychiatry. I lost my girlfriend, I lost my family, I lost my life. That's literally it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope anyone watched this far. The first link in the description might be not available for today, but maybe we'll see us. That first link in the description, by the way, to book a call with me, but you don't need to do it. Just watch the news video and have a great day. Have a blessed day. Take more care of your health. Literally, it is so much worth. Literally.